Oh, I'm starting the recording then. Okay. It's 7 p.m. and let's get started. And here is the presentation. I welcome you on the presentation about the HolyJS for our valuable speakers. And in 22 minutes, we're going to cover some main aspects of presenting your talks on the HolyJS conference. My name is Andrew. I'm the chair for all the conferences of the company Jakra Group. And Tatiana, please wave. Tatiana she's the main girl here. She's responsible for the program and for speakers, for travels, for support, etc. And she is the main contact on the conference. So let's get started. What we're going to cover? We will cover three main parts. And one is the pre-conference activities, which is still very important. The conference, what to do on the conference, what to expect, and what we don't recommend to do. And the shortest part is some after-conference activities, like departing, getting feedbacks, etc. And after all those parts, we'll hopefully answer all the questions you can have. So the very first thing we would like you to do is to share your slides for the sake of backup, to manage some risks of not getting the last version of slides. We recommend you to prepare it in PDF format. So in case you lost your hard drive, in case you lost your laptop during your trip, or something went wrong so terribly, we can back up it and to show it up on the conference. Moreover, we will expect you to drop your last version of the slides in that short link on the Dropbox in order to put it into the website, because quite many people, they ask us to provide the slides of the conference. We encourage you to tightly work with the program committee on your slides, because the program committee is extremely experienced and they know a lot about our audience, about their expectations, and we prefer to interact via Slack. So please check your Slack chat regularly in order to get the last feedback from the program committee, and to be just in track of any changes, because sometimes we change some agenda. We can put your slide, your talk to another day, or in the morning, in the evening, and we would like you to keep you on track. But anyway, we will reach you via email, via any means, but please pay attention to that as well. Let's go to the venue. The venue names, it's actually a hotel. It's a big hotel. It's called the Radisson Royal Hotel, and it has some separate facility, and it's called the Congress Park. It's just near the hotel itself. The address is on the screen, and you can take a look on how the hotel looks like. This is the main view of the hotel. It's just near the Moscow River. Transfer and accommodation. Let's talk about how to arrive to Moscow. Moscow basically has three airports and one main railway station. If you travel abroad, you'll probably come to one of those three airports, and it usually takes up to 1 hour to get from any airport to the city center, and we recommend you to take an express train from any of those airports, and we highly don't recommend you to pick up a taxi at the airport itself. You better, we prefer you to call Uber, Get Taxi, or Yandex Taxi. If you don't have local SIM card, or you hesitate about how to order it properly, we can arrange you a taxi with a plate, and the driver will meet you at the airport. And Elizaveta or Lisa, she is very proficient at that point. So please speak up to Lisa, and she'll arrange a taxi for you. When you arrive to Moscow, we'll give you some SIM cards with some prepaid internet plan, so you can feel like local in Russia, to order a taxi, to I don't know, to find something on the Google Maps, etc. And we already reserved some rooms for you at the same venue. So that means already all set. The day before the conference, on the 23rd of November, we will organize the city tour for you. We expect speakers on the city tour. We will spend 5 hours, including lunch, lunch somewhere in the city center. I don't.
React is.
Do you have any question?
I assume you mean 12 p.m. You mean noon, right? Not midnight?
Not midnight. It's midday.
Okay.
But we can arrange another city tour in the midnight that also have some options. Yeah. Please, let's meet in the hotel lobby 5 minutes before departure, and we will get back to the venue at about 6 p.m. At 6:30, we invite you to come to the venue with your laptop, with all the hardware you would need during your talk, in order to check everything, to check the hardware, to check your microphones, to check your, I don't know, clicker if you have your own, with our own hardware. So it usually takes 30 minutes up to 1 hour to check everything, to check every single speaker, to resolve any issues with your slides, with your colors, with your, I don't know, jacks. So you're greatly welcome. That's about, just, I believe we missed a slide about the dinner, about the speaker's dinner, right? At about 7 or 7:30, we usually organize a speaker's dinner. We'll provide you information about exact details where it's going to take place, just in a couple of weeks. So, but anyway, please reserve your evening for the day before the conference at the speaker's welcome dinner. About the schedule. Schedule is on the website, but it's still in the temporary version, and we will definitely change it slightly, because we will poll our attendees, our future attendees, about their preferences, and put talks into different rooms, because they have different capacities. So the most popular talks will go to the larger room, and the less popular into smaller room, in order not to overflow, to let everyone to take a seat on the room. That's a very interesting slide about the complexity that we usually help our participants to select, to make wise decision on whether to go to a particular talk or not, in respect to the complexity of the talk. We have 3 different levels. One is smoothie, it's like an introductory talk. Another one is some medium level complexity for practicing engineer, we call it like that. And the hardcore is the most complex one, which requires some specific knowledge in an area. Another very important feature for a speaker and for attendees is a special discussion zone. It looks like that. We have a flip chart with Flomix. We have chairs around that area, and people can talk with a speaker after his talk for half an hour, for an hour, for unlimited time, till they still have questions. So please come to the discussion zone. You will be invited there, you'll be guided there by a special volunteer who will show you the exact place where to stay and wait for questions. And usually, after you talk, people guide you to that area to ask your questions. So please use it. This is very, very important for community as well. If you have any experience, bad experience, any questions, any difficulties, or just wanted to know a bit more about the city, or I don't know what to do tonight or the day before after the conference, you can reach Tanya. She is online as well. Another assistant on the venue is Yelizaveta, short name Lisa. She is travel manager. And if you can't reach any of those beautiful girls, please reach me. I can also assist you with any questions if you have. After the first day of the conference, we're gonna have a party for all the participants, and you can expect snacks and beverages there. And it's gonna be fun, some music, some social activities, and several, I think up to 4, up to 5 discussion zones, special discussion zones. We call them BOFs, birds of a feather, where people groups into some spaces to discuss specific topics. That's very interesting and important for community as well. So you're invited there as well. Some of them will be in English, some of them will be in Russian. It's up to you where to join. But most likely, Tanya will come to you and invite you to one of those specific BOFs. At the closing ceremony, after the closing ceremony, the second day of the conference on 25th of November, we invite you to the party for speakers and for organizers. It's just, most likely it's gonna be just nearby the venue. You don't really need to spend too much time traveling to that venue, but anyway, details will be provided soon, in a week or maybe 2 weeks. Anyway, please reserve your week, reserve your evening. Now, let's talk about, it's time to depart from Moscow after the conference, and we recommend it either to arrange a taxi for you via the Lisa, or you can take a train to the airport. It's up to you. Just feel free to ask Lisa on the venue. She'll organize everything. And after the conference, very important part for speakers is getting feedback and some memories after the conference, because for some of you, traveling to Russia might be for the first time, and that's very important to fix it in your memories, in your, I don't know, in your Facebook, etc. And we'll poll all the participants about their experiences of talks. And our statistics states that 80% of our participants, they answer, so you can expect very rich on your talk. This is very important tool for you as a speakers to improve your skills, improve your talks for the next times. And in 2 weeks, that detailed feedback will be provided for you either by email or via Slack. And we'll send you the link to the video to speak up if you have any concerns about that video, and we will share some photos in Facebook or VK if you use it. This is it from my side. I spent 13 minutes. It was very, very short and brief, and we still have some time to answer questions. I'm switching off the full screen mode because I still see some chat activities. Okay. Do you have any questions about the presentation, about your staying in Russia, in Moscow, some extra activities you can expect to do beside the conference?
I maybe have one. I would like to know if we need to change the first page of our presentation. Like, do you have some special logos that we need to put inside the presentation? Because this is often asked.
No, you don't need to. We don't You don't need to change anything in the presentation, but if you want, we can send you the logo in the high-res to put into your welcome slide. It's just okay, yeah. But
Okay.
I don't insist on putting some schema on your slide, something like that. Yeah, it's your presentation, it's your talk.
Sure, thanks.
Nice. Any other questions?
Hi, Andrew. Short
Hello.
question. Slides are aspect ratio is 9:16 or 4:3, just like yours one.
It's like mine. It's actually indicated in the speaker's note, in the speaker's memos. It's 16:9. No exceptions, because otherwise you will see some ugly black lines on the sides. That's not very.
Thanks.
That's not very good. Yeah.
Hi there, may I have a question?
Sure, go ahead.
So Bartosz here. I'm just want to clarify the format. So we are supposed to be on the stage for 1 hour, which is 45 minutes of talk and 15 minutes of questions, right?
We don't recommend actually to spend too much time for questions, because let's say that you have 400 people on the venue in your room, and only a couple of them are really interested in answering questions. All the rest, more than 300 people, they will be staring in their cell phones. That's not very optimal resource management, and I would recommend you not to spend too much time for questions and answers, and I better prefer to move most of your answer question activities to the discussion zone after your talk. So you can spend 55 minutes to a talk, and then just answer a couple of questions and then move to the discussion zone. That's pretty convenient for most of our speakers. But if you want, you can spend 45 minutes, no restrictions. We don't have any strict restrictions.
Okay, so but you expect us to, let's say, be active for this hour? I mean, because as for me, it's like more than usually when it comes to the talks. Usually conference organizer expect like half an hour or 40 minutes. It's including questions, and I mean, for me, it's like first time when it's the slot is 1 hour. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. We expect you to interact with the audience within 1 hour. And then you have some extra 1 hour to speak with the community. So this hour is specifically for your talk, and it's up to you what to do there. Either to present a presentation, either to answer questions. But usually people prefer to listen for 1 hour and then to ask a couple of questions and then move to the discussion zone. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very good question. Any other questions so far? If no questions, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just digesting your answer, because I was just afraid because my content is for like 40 minutes. And
40 minutes. Oh, it's not a problem. Just let the program committee know about that the detail, and we'll just, I don't know, the track owner will be, how to say it, will be ready to show, I don't know, to speak up to the audience that it's over. We have some time for questions and answers, and we have, I don't know, 10 minutes more for you to wander around the expo zone, something like that. It's not a problem.
Yes, exactly. This is what I wanted to maybe go further with this question. See, if I, for example, don't have a content for, as you said, 55 minutes, I feel comfortable with, conveying my message with, let's say, 40 minutes, and I feel it's like the topic is fully described. Mm-hmm. And then spending 20 minutes on the stage just to hunt for the questions.
No.
That
It's
might be a
just-
little bit awkward. That's why I wanted to.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward. You're absolutely right. I prefer it to be very natural. So if you don't see any raising hand in the audience, so just finish it up and invite people to the discussion zone. No problem. It's okay. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it does not, because as you said, the first part of the question was you expect us to be active on the stage for an hour, and the second part, okay, but I prefer just 40 minutes because this is actually the content that I have for 40 minutes. So that's why why my question was.
Yeah, I hope I answered the question well.
Yeah, sure.
So
Thanks.
Anyway, you're free to modify your presentation for 40 minutes, 35 minutes. But the only one thing I would like you to discuss with the program committee, because they have to provide that information to the track owner who will be helping you to manage the expectations of the video crew team, of some other guys who will support your talk during the conference.
Yeah, sure. I will definitely speak with the guys on Slack.
That's the very good time to clarify all those things is on the sound check the day before the conference.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nice. So far, we're gonna finish.
I have a question. Sorry for late.
Yeah, go ahead.
It happened to be that I will miss the first day of a conference and come on Saturday at midnight or something because of my personal things, and I'm really interested in the sound check before the second date starts. I already heard that it's possible. I just want to really clarify that thing. That is really, I don't know, it's important for me because I have a sound from my computer in my presentation.
That's very easy. We can handle that easily as well. Please come to the venue before on one of the gaps during the conference. We have very big gaps, 30 minutes, half an hour, and that's pretty much plenty of time to check your hardware, to check your sound. But please step by the track owner beforehand. So far, you arrange an exact time when he will expect you to come with the hardware, and you will come. They will communicate all the things with our video projection system and check it. Yeah, you can definitely check it during the second day as well.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, that's it. And thanks for coming to this presentation. And we're really looking forward to see you soon in Moscow. And I believe you will definitely like it. See you around. Bye. Have a nice.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.